Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for January 3rd, 2014. I do plan to do a live chicken oracle someday here soon, but it'll probably be another couple days because it's my work weekend and then I have some moving stuff going on, so it'll probably be another couple days, but it's coming. I know I owe it to everyone. And I know I need to do another kids and family show, but when I get to the new place, that'll be first on my agenda also. So anyway, for today, I think I'm going to do a 3-card, a moving card spread, which can be past, present, future, or present, future, future, or present, present, future, or all future. It's just 1, 2, 3 steps, and then healing card, what's already getting better, and then the overall message card to keep in mind for kind of next step. So, and then I'll draw one healing chemistry magic to start. So we have success. Number 18. It's like rapture in the physical world in one relation. So, really, it's like the good of all. Death and rebirth for the good of all. That's what the 18 means. And then the palm tree, success. And the palm tree is used for so many things. Very, very useful in many resources in the desert. So the message is, the tree of paradise bears the fruit of eternal wisdom and light, but it's hidden and hard, so difficult to find. Hey, Lilo. Yeah. Lilo. He's a fire energy, and so is Kali. Kali is no longer with me anymore, but she's very fiery. And he's also represents fire. Okay, so, interesting. Actually, I'm going to draw one more card on this third movement. Da Vinci. All right, so we have Kali, the goddess of time and the end of time, and she's the ultimate justice card, and she ends the world by fire, and she brings truth into action and justice to the world, and really straightens out the problems, and she has that stop energy, like no more wrongdoing, no more doing bad. Everyone has to straighten themselves out, and she's really kind of the corrective to humanity, ushering us into the new age of immortality. So she puts a death to death. So she stops the process of death. She promotes health in all ways, and ends mental illness, ends physical problems, disease, and everything that is plaguing humanity. She brings longevity and eternal life to humanity by stopping the pain and the suffering. And this is still Lilo, who is crowing here, and so she's the ultimate fire energy. She's like I said, she ends the world by fire, and but she wields that sword very strongly. She comes through in a mental way, but puts it into action, which is that justice. Lilo. He's right here. Okay. That's Tum Tum. Oh, thank you, Tum Tum. He had to put his 2 cents in. He has to do with everything coming from a pivotal point in time in history, from culture. And that's Tum Tum again, so really an outflow from a certain time period that gets generated in history, where everything kind of outpours from it. He represents Egypt in its height. That in anthropology, pretty much all culture is generated from Egypt, and not that all humanity is, but the roots of culture really they have some major traces to Egypt. Even Mesoamerica, and it's just it's a very interesting history, humanity. But anyway, there are traces of everything kind of back to Egypt. Even though there was stuff going on in other places, there's still the connections to Egypt with all those other places. So anyway, we just, we start out with Kali, with truth and action and justice, but we have the reminder of the passion, and which is Lilo, the fiery passion, and then also things kind of coming forth in the new world that gives birth to kind of a new type of history for humanity. And then we have the snowball effect. This is snowball in the middle here, and whatever is started here, which we have a very good thing, things being corrected, and that snowballs. And then we have the mysteries. So looking at kind of a big mess of things that have some obscurity to it. We can't really see it very well, because that is humanity. But we're moving mentally, and we're not exactly sure how we're moving mentally. But I drew a card on that, and that's Da Vinci here. And Da Vinci has to do with being that Renaissance man, and just really being in the light. He was basically, the well-rounded person who put out everything in terms of his creativity and his mind and his efforts, and he really he made his life worth it. Everything about his life worth it, and put a lot of stuff into the world. It's almost like Tum Tum, which he represents Atam-Ra, which was the pharaoh at the time in Egypt. But Da Vinci was an individual that really just put his focus and his goals on putting his effort and his work and his passion and his intelligence out there, and did it in very creative ways that were very well-rounded and prosperous for humanity. So when you look at Da Vinci, we got art, we got works of intelligence, we have manuscripts, we have inventions from him, we have people who have been able to travel. I mean, great people, leaders that he led through travels and as a guide. And he was just phenomenal. He did so many things for so many people on small scale levels that led to large scale levels, but then also his own works that came out in a big way for the entire world that we're still making movies about. And one of my favorite card decks is the Da Vinci Tarot, and his wisdom is incredible, and his art and his intelligence is incredible. And it's not just in academics and in art, but it's also in inventions, and just very well-rounded in his social life also. So anyway, we have this truth in action, this snowball effect. So we have this like everything going very good and strong to correct. And then we kind of come into this mess of like these things that are going on, but then we have this focus here on our intelligence and our skills in action. Really, when you combine these two cards, maybe I'll draw 1/3 card here, actually. When you combine these two cards, it really, this one really negates this one, you know. And I mean, you can navigate in the intuitive and psychic realms, and you can go through life as the blind seer and know how to do everything perfectly without even really knowing, but you still land it perfectly, you know. And that's what this is about, moving through the mental realms when everything is hidden and obscured, and really finding the truth and the understanding within it all, and kind of bringing all this light to the darkness. But we have this counterbalance here of Da Vinci that is just totally in the sun, and totally that, I mean, Da Vinci didn't really care about this. I mean, yes, he was actually he was very interested in this, but he lived beyond it. So here's the message here: you live beyond it, but you're watching it, and you're seeing it, and you're understanding it. But I'm gonna pull one more card. Okay, so then we have a decision here. And this is Little Spirit. So we're also being guided. So we have this this duality here of navigating things, trying to see in the darkness and trying to manage the human mysteries. This is the human mysteries. Like, why does everything go so crazy? You know, and understanding that. Sorry for my phone in the background. But anyway, then in contrast to that, we live our truth and live our solid, stable life that actually gives meaning to the mysteries and resolves them and brings us beyond them. So we have this antidote. It's almost like the poison that we're trying to medicate here, and then the medicine. So really finding that safe place and finding the way to navigate the issues of the world, and then yet being a solution to everything, and bringing answers and resolution to history and problems, and to bringing the intelligence to the lack of intelligence, and bringing the answers to the puzzles. The puzzled problems. We have the answers coming in here. But the overall card here I draw is a choice, a decision. And we've been getting Little Spirit a lot. And this has to do with not about like, okay, we need to figure out what we need to choose to do, but really just to know that we will be guided. Again, that kind of has to do with the mysteries, where we will be guided in the right decision, in the right pathway, in the right movement in life. Sorry, I'm going to try and straighten this. But, you know, we will receive the nudges that we need. We'll receive those emotions and the understandings, and we'll just get the information we need and know what to do in the moment when it happens, and just have that, you know, have that confidence that when we know we need to do something, we need to do it, you know. So, and that really does resolve the two things here. And Little Spirit has to do with telepathy and empathy of everybody in the physical world and everything beyond the physical world. All intelligence in the entire universe, in any dimension, it's influencing you. And if you're really meant to do something, that universe will come through for you, either through people, or through life, or through existence, or through you know, through your dreams or through the people who have passed on, or through the other side of the veil. You will get the nudges, you will get the push and the motivation to go the way that you need to go. So you don't have to worry here. So we have correction, truth in action, and then this snowballs, and then something comes up here. But we have this major contrast between being the bat in the night, trying to solve the human mysteries, and being the one who resolves the human mysteries. Da Vinci has brought incredible insight to the human mysteries. Incredible insight with, you know, all his writings and academic work and intuitive work and his art and everything. He's made major impressions. But then, so it's just saying, like, this duality of, okay, we have this this need and this ability to respond, and then we have all of these influences in the world of energy that is making us make a decision that we may anticipate, we might not. A lot of times when sometimes I'll have like a couple days of thinking about a decision, like realizing I need to do something, and it takes me a couple days to do it. Other times, all of a sudden, it's like 1 second, and I realize I need to do something right away, and never had it occurred to me in the history of my life that I need to do this at any point in time, but all of a sudden, I realize I need to do this right now. You know, so it's just about getting those nudges and that information that we need to move and change and do something and take action here. So, okay. So we have success. This is our card here. Now the healing is that our kundalini, our passion that wakes us up and makes us live our life is rising. The change in our life is phenomenal. We are having major changes in our life. Something is coming into our life to change our life forever. It's already happening. This is our healing card. This is the rapture card. We are changed in a way that will never change back. It's a change that is very, very good for us and adds to our life in all ways. And it's so essential and important that this change comes in and makes us, you know, 2 or 3 times what we were before. We've blossomed because of this new addition to our life, and it's also the kundalini here. So that is what is already in healing. It's the healing card. It's already happening for us now. But the overall message card that we need to keep in mind and remember is that contemplation. And we have a lot of stuff going on here, and we have success, and I mean, this is some major energy coming in here with the whole reading, but this is about stable mind, and don't forget to have that stable mind. This is the reading here, but if anything goes outside of this reading, bring it back to this contemplation, okay? Because we have the truth and justice in action. We have this snowballing. We have this mystery of humanity and the confusion and the kind of the misunderstanding, or this is what we would have to contemplate anyway. This is the mystery, right? The mystery of humanity, and then we have what it takes to complement it and to really work with it, and then we can make these choices. We'll make the right decisions in the moment as we need to. I keep thinking of the fact that I found out chickens can swim. You know, a chicken falls in the water and they can swim. You don't know what's going to happen, but you can swim. So it's about really living when you think you're going to die. So we have this ability to really make the right decisions and have the right resources to be able to manage anything. We have our life changing forever that's already happening, that really has to do with these 2 cards here. And then we have Akasha Noche, which is having that contemplation in the night, that quiet silence, and really listening to ourselves and listening to the meaning of it all. And there is, I want to say, with this this part here, we do have something to really contemplate and to come to terms with. This is big here, with the mysteries having an antidote and having decisions being made, and then having this stable mind and this contemplation and really kind of understanding it all and being able to make sense of it all and integrate it all into the meaning of your life and making use of it and getting your strength out of it, really. And that's what the success is all about, again. And it says, the tree of paradise bears the fruit of eternal wisdom and light, but it is hidden, so difficult to find. And that's this is Bati Arcana. Sorry. The bat of the mysteries, the bat of the human mysteries. And the bat has to do with transformation also. And really, having this beautiful, well-rounded nature of intelligence and heart that can live in a way to... Hi, hologram. Hi. Oh, so sorry. The camera accidentally got shut off, so the whole ending got erased. But I just went to get hologrammy. I'm gonna try and piece together where I was at. But because we just ended with holograms, so I just brought her here. But she's sitting on my lap. Here, hologram. Maybe we see her on the lap, and then we can show her this way. Oh, there's no... There you are. There, hologram. So, anyway, hologramming came, and then Sasquatch came. Oh, it was too bad. The whole thing got deleted. But anyway, I think this was pretty much over anyway, the reading. But the overall message here is that we have our internal guidance. We have our navigation system. We're going to do everything right. So we don't need to worry. There's some mysteries we need to navigate, but we don't need to worry. And we have this brilliance or this genius that can actually handle what has been handed to us. So we have this nice ability to respond to whatever comes into play here. And then the overall don't forget card is with Akasha Noche, and sitting there with the night sky and remembering our position and everything, and really drawing from that strength, from our 100% divine purpose, why we are here, our divine purpose within the large scheme of things, and really drawing on that, on our own part within it, but not just that, but almost like all of the answers and all of the intelligence is here. They say God is all-knowing, and the thing is if you combine all of the intelligence within the life forces of planet Earth, that is this exact same thing as God. And it's here. And we can communicate and access it at any point in time. So we have our ability to access God everywhere on this planet. And it's God is within everything. It's embedded in everything, and we can get all the answers we need when we ask. So we just need to ask and look for those answers. And this is about contemplation and asking the universe around us the questions that we need the answers to. And if we can come up with the right questions, we can get the answers. And that, that knowledge of knowing the right question to ask and then receiving the answer we need, that's power. That's knowledge. That's true understanding. And it's not just jumping the gun and like assuming we know something when we don't know it, but really understanding something and seeing the larger picture of it. And that's what Akasha Noche is about, is seeing how it can't be wrong within the larger picture. It fits in and it's right. And it to know something is very, very different than to believe something. And when you know something, it's flawless. When you believe something, it's full of holes. It doesn't make sense at all. You don't really understand why you believe it. Well, because this person or that person, or, we read it somewhere, or we're told to believe it. But when you know something, it's so solid with all of your experience and within the large picture, and then you can even debate it and come out on top, and it's knowledge. It's like just flawless and solid. So anyway, this is what we keep in mind here. And so the third step we have, after everything's going the right way and our healing already, everything's going great here. And then there's something here, and we have the access and the ability to handle it in the moment, and then we also kind of have the knowledge in the grand scheme of things to make use of it and make it really worth it, and be grateful for every experience in our life, and again, the success. Number 18 is one relationship with all people, and really having a transmutation of existence of the physical world, total transformation, which is transmutation, like the physical world changes. That's transmutation. There's a change in the physical. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today. I'm sorry we lost the ending of holograms and Sasquatch. They did a cute little thing, but I guess this was the ending we needed. And there'll be a lot more. I'm going to get the other shows up and going soon here after we move. We'll do Kids and Family Show, and before I move, I'll definitely get the live oracle out. So anyway, hope everyone is doing great, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.